Ghostbusters! Frozen Empire, now out. Let's talk about it. Okay, so the newest Ghostbusters movie, Frozen Empire, now out on the big screen for you guys to go and check out. Now, I really liked Afterlife. To me, that was just the perfect way to come back to the Ghostbusters franchise after the 2016 disaster. And it's because Jason Reitman came in and did it, the son of Ivan, who did the original. Now, Jason wasn't coming back for this one. He wasn't coming back to direct this. So that was kind of a bit, when I heard that, I was like, okay, which way are we going to go? But after seeing Frozen Empire, I can say they did it justice. This movie was so much fun. This just took me back to watching that original Ghostbusters. You know, that feeling that you had when you watched that. Like, I grew up watching that movie, loved that movie. And this movie took me back to that time. Now, the thing with Afterlife was, Afterlife, I think, is a better movie than what Frozen Empire is. But I feel like what Frozen Empire did differently to Afterlife is it incorporated the comedy side of the original into this one a lot better. This movie is hilarious. Oh my word, the amount of times that my theater and me were just cracking up throughout this whole entire film, man. And the one character that I love this character that got introduced, played by Kamal. Bro, this guy is just comedic genius right now. He is hilarious if you've seen his other stuff, like the stuff that he's been doing comedy-wise. His character, the Fire Master, is hilarious. And just the way that he portrays the lines, the performance, the facial expressions, he was a delight. That character was an absolute delight. It was a comic relief character, but it wasn't overpowering. It didn't take away from certain things. It just added that extra dimension to the film with the comedy. And all his lines, his one-liners, everything, delivered. I mean, when they go into his closet, the closet scene, man, where they go in and see all the stuff on the walls and that. Brilliant. Just top tier comedy, man. Top tier comedy. Love that character. I was worried because the trailers did come off like this was going to be a bit of nostalgia porn. Like, it was be like, look at this, man, nostalgia. You remember this from the original? So I was a bit concerned that was going to happen, but I feel like the balance, they did really, really well, like they did in Afterlife. Afterlife, they did the right balance. This one, they are a bit more, you know, in the focal point here, the original people. But I feel like the way that they handled the legacy characters and how they bounced the new characters, I thought was great. It didn't overshadow, the legacy ones didn't overshadow the new ones. The new ones didn't overshadow, you know, the legacy ones and put them down to pull them up. None of that happened. So I really like that. Paul Rudd's great. He's hilarious in this film. And I love his little mini arc that he goes on. And again, we follow the younger Spengler and her journey and her character arc in here as well. And I'm really liking that character a lot. And what I love about this character is what they did with her and how they, you know, there's a story thread that goes on, a plot line that goes on with her character regarding her age. And I love that arc that she goes on. And I love the use of what they did with a ghost in here as well. They create this character, a ghost. Really enjoyed that character and their relationship and their bond that they created. I thought that was good. I thought that was handled brilliantly. Really like that. I also loved the lore and how they expanded upon this new evil that we are getting to be unveiled. I love all that stuff behind it. My only real criticism is I would have liked to dive a bit more into that lore and probably seen more of it, because when they're explaining what this entity is, they do it with like these like really cheap like drawings on a wall. I kind of would have liked to seen it more so and like really seen the horror that this creature does create. So that's a bit of a downside for me there. I would have just liked to explore it a bit more. But I feel like they gave enough of the lore there for you to go, okay, I like this. And dude, the design. Whew, the design of this creature is extraterrestrial like, demonic like. This feels like a big bad that would come in and just turn the world to crap. Just absolute takeover. Really, really enjoyed that. The CGI for it was great as well. Really like that. Obviously, we have some of our favorite ghosts coming back, as you've seen in the trailer. He's back, and he's hilarious in here as well. And he's got a little beef going on with one of them, one of the Ghostbusters, which I loved as well. Love that. The story itself, you know, it's a pretty generic Ghostbusters story. You know, entity wants to get out, wants to control the world, and that got sealed up. Now it's trying to get out again, and then something happens. But what I like is they explore new technology that they have and things that can happen. Something happens in here regarding one of the characters. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. Something happens with one of the characters that I was like, dude, that's actually a really cool concept and cool idea. And I really like that. Look, I want to see more moving forward. I feel like we're going to get more Ghostbusters now. As long as this one does well, I feel like we're going to get more moving forward. But there's stuff that you can do with the stuff that they introduced into this movie moving forward. I thought that was really clever with what they did with the new technology that they brought in. I really like that. And the new stuff that they brought in regarding where they hold ghosts and stuff like that was cool as well. That was really cool. And we got to see... I don't want to spoil it, but there's something to do with the ghost that I thought was like, okay, we're treading down a certain other franchise. I'm not going to name the franchise because it'll give it away what it is. But we're sort of treading down that sort of franchise where something could be done in a way like that. But I like that cool concept and that cool idea. The marshmallows, man. We got to talk about the marshmallows. They're back. They're hilarious in this film. Podcast is back as well. Podcast is hilarious. I love that character. That character is just comedic gold as well. Really enjoyed it. But cinematography was great. The music was great. The emotional beats were there. Not as strong as Afterlife, obviously. Afterlife was like, especially that ending, man. That ending was just... get those tissues out. But this one, I had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it. Like I said, Afterlife is a better film. I would say that. But this one was just so much fun. Like the laughter, the comedy, the fun elements, seeing everyone on screen working together. I really, really enjoyed this film. I had an absolute ball with this film. So, yeah, I really liked it. So let me know what you guys thought of the new Ghostbusters movie, Frozen Empire. Did you guys love it or did you not? Smash it down in the comment section below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.